Hello, this is Thomas with Unlimited Income Organization, and this is Online Business Building 101. And what this is going to be a video series on how to build a business and income online. Now, this first video is going to go over the benefits of starting your own home-based business and compare it to working a job or starting your own brick and mortar business. Now, a brick and mortar type business is starting your own restaurant or starting an oil and lube service. So when I refer to a brick and mortar business, that is what I am referring to. Now, we'll get started on the startup cost of starting your own home-based business and comparing it to a brick and mortar type business and of course a job. Now with a job, of course, there's no startup cost for you being employed for someone. Pretty much just some gas to go out to an interview, maybe a nice set of clothes. So really no startup cost there involved in getting a job, but you still have to get there to the interview, and you can dress nice. So there is a little bit of money involved going out and looking for a job and becoming employed. Now for a brick and mortar type business, there can be a significant startup cost involved in starting this kind of business. In many cases, you will need hundreds of thousands of dollars, upwards of $1 million to start a brick and mortar type business. For instance, if you wanted to start a McDonald's franchise, you would have to have $1 million up front before you could even get started with it. And some of the things you're going to need up front, of course, is money for a building, for your location for your business, whether you're going to lease it or build it, and you're most likely going to have to go out and get a loan for that. So you're going to need a down payment and money up front for that. You're going to need money up front for inventory or overhead for whatever the product or service is you're going to provide at your brick and mortar type business. You're going to need at least up to 6 months of business income to cover any costs like insurance, inventory, overhead, paying employees if you have employees, and you also need up to 6 months of personal income to cover your personal expenses, bills, groceries, because it may take some time for you to build your business up until you're making money. And now with an online business, the startup cost can be very affordable, and it can vary depending on what you are looking to do online. Now, if, for example, you're looking to start a traffic exchange, you will need probably about $1,000 startup to get your traffic exchange going. First, you're going to need a domain name, the name of your traffic exchange. You're going to need a server to host your traffic exchange on. Then you're going to need a script, a traffic exchange script for your to run your traffic exchange. And you're also going to need a website design, banners, splash pages. And to typically do this right, you want to typically have $500 to $1,000 up front to get a traffic exchange going. Now, if you don't have that kind of money, to invest in something like a traffic exchange or starting your own safe list or starting your own shopping service, you can look into an affiliate marketing program, one like we have here at Unlimited Income Organization. Now, with a program like Unlimited Income Organization, you simply become a member and an independent representative of an Unlimited Income Organization, and everything is provided to you. We have all the products and services. We pay for the server. We pay for the the website design. We pay for everything on our end. You simply join, become a member, and begin to advertise. And to start here at Unlimited Income Organization, you only need $10 to get started. So the startup cost is actually pretty cheap if you choose to go the affiliate marketing route or network marketing route. So the startup cost for starting your own home-based business can be very, very affordable. Almost anyone can come up with the money they need to start a business online, especially if you join an affiliate marketing program like Unlimited Income Organization. Now, the next thing I want to cover is continuing expenses after your startup. Now, a lot of people, when they're employed or have a job, they don't take into account that they're actually paying to go to work and they're spending money to go to work. For instance, you're going to have gasoline to drive back and forth from work. If you're in a location where there's mass transit and you're able to use mass transit, well, you got to pay for that mass transit. For your car, you're going to have maintenance on your car, oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. So you're going to have those costs wrapped up into going to work. You're going to have food for lunch wrapped up into the cost of you actually having to go to this job. And you're going to have clothes. So, gas, food, clothing, most of that's not provided by your employer. You have to buy that yourself and pay for that yourself. So it actually costs you to actually go to work. I know some people who are spending upwards of $200 a month just to drive back and forth from work. Especially with gasoline prices topping out near $4, it can be very expensive. Now, a brick and mortar type business, their continuing expenses can be much, much greater. You still have, liability insurance you got to have for your business. You have to pay employees, Social Security. You're going to have to pay workers' comp. You have stock and overhead costs, leases, interest on a loan if you took out a loan on it. And the biggest expense is advertising. You got to advertise to get your business out there. And we're talking radio, TV, billboard ads, and more. And the cost, I could literally, just advertising a brick and mortar type business can cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars each and every month. Where if you start your own online business, and let's refer back to the Traffic Exchange, after your initial startup cost, you got your site designed, your script. Now, the following month, you're looking at simply just advertising and bringing in new members. So your advertising costs online is going to be far, far cheaper because there's many places you can go to advertise online for free or at a very low cost. If you start an affiliate marketing a business, like joining Unlimited Income Organization and becoming an independent rep for us, your cost is even cheaper. You only started up with $10 to become a pro member, and then your only expense continuing is the $10 membership. Okay, now you can put some money into advertising, buying memberships at traffic exchanges, purchasing leads, but overall your continuing month-to-month cost is far cheaper running your own business online than it is even going to work, and it's way cheaper than starting your own brick and mortar type business. Now, the next thing we need to cover is freedom. Now, this is something a lot of people don't think about when starting a business or being employed. Is personal freedom. Okay, with a job, you're pretty much not free. You have no personal freedom at all. You think you do, but you really don't. Your whole life revolves around your job. Your employer tells you when to be at work. It tells you when you can take lunch. It tells you how many days a week you have to work. Tells you when you can go home. Limits the amount of vacation you can take if you're lucky to get vacation days at all. Americans work more and vacation less than any other industrial type nation in the world. So we work longer and we take less vacations. And and then there's, if you're sick, if you're lucky to get sick days at your work, if you don't get sick days and you need to take off, you just don't get paid. So your personal freedom is really cut out when you're employed and working for someone else. They virtually control your entire life because you have to work everything around the schedule they want you to work. You have no flexibility in that. If they tell you you got to work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, you got to work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. If you don't want to work that, well, you're not going to get paid. You're not going to be employed there. If you want to go take vacation, if you don't have vacation days built up, you can't go. You can't take a day off. If you don't get vacation days at all, you're not going to get paid if you want to go do something. And you're limited in the amount of vacation days you can take. So, personal freedom is really limited when you're working for someone or being employed by someone. And if you own your own brick and mortar type business, it could be almost the same way. You have a location, you have a store. That store has to be open if you want to make money. You have to be there and providing that product or service to your customers at a set time. Let's say your business is open, Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. You have to be there 8 to 6. You don't get any paid vacation. You don't get any paid sick time because you own the business. You have to be there. You can't close your business down if you're not feeling well. You can't do that. You have to be there. This is your income. You have to be at your business when you say it's going to be open to provide your product or service to your customers. Now, if you're lucky enough to have employees able to afford to be able to pay for employees, then you possibly could let them run the business while you're gone on vacation. But if you're not able to afford employees as a mom and pop type business, then the only way for you to take a vacation is shut your business down and go on vacation. So if you go away for 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks your business is closed and you're not making any income. So there's a lot of personal freedom lost in starting and running your own brick and mortar type business. Now running your own brick and mortar type business is far more rewarding, and you'll make far more money than you will being employed for someone or working in a job. But still, you are tied down to it. Now, if you're running and building your own online income or business, then you can work whenever you like. If you want to get up in the morning and work for 2 hours and take the rest of the day off and go, you can. If you want to work from 12 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can do that. If you have a family and you got kids and you're getting them to school and cooking dinner for them, and your free time's only in the evening, say after 9 o'clock, after the kids go to bed, you can work after 9 o'clock. You can work like 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So, there's no set time you have to work. If you just want to take a day off and not work at all, you can take a day off and just go do what you want to do, come back the next day and pick it back up again. So you do have a lot more personal freedom when you're working your own business, running your own business online. You can decide when you want to work, how long you want to work, and when you want to work. So that's one of the major benefits that I enjoy about having my own business is if I want to wake up in the morning and it's a beautiful morning, I'm going to go for a walk or go down to the local canal where we have a path along it and ride my bike. I can get up and go and do this. And then when I'm done, I can come on back home. I have no schedule. I have nobody saying you got to be at work at 9. I get to work when I want to get to work, and then I can quit when I want to quit. And so that's one of the benefits about starting your own business online. And the last thing I want to go over is the income portion of working a job or starting a brick and mortar business or starting your own business online. When you're working for someone, typically you will agree to a salary or a certain amount of money per hour when you start, let's say $10 an hour. And pretty much, no matter how hard you work or how hard you don't work, that salary is what you're going to pretty much make for the next year. Typically, it's a year. Sometimes you might get a raise in 6 months if you're lucky. But typically, your salary or your money per hour, let's say $10 an hour, is set for an entire year. You can work hard. You can not work hardly at all. You're still going to make $10 an hour. Unless you're in a sales type business. Now, if you're selling cars or selling, appliances, your income is going to be based on what you're selling. So you're pretty much locked in, and you're told by your employer, this is what you're worth, and this is what you are worth for an entire year, no matter how hard you work or you don't work. Then after that year, you're kind of hoping you get a pay raise. Now, the way things have been the last few years, a lot of people don't get pay raises, haven't been getting pay raises, or if they are getting pay raises, they're minimal cost of living pay raises, like 2 or 3%. So you really are limited on the amount of income you can make when you're employed by someone. They're pretty much telling you you're worth this, and this is all you're worth, and this is all we're going to pay you, no matter if you're a great employee or you're not. Now, in a brick and mortar type business, your income is going to be based on how good a service or product you provide. If you're not very good at what you do, you're not going to make a lot of money. If you're really good at what you do and you provide a good service and a good product to your customers, word of mouth is going to get around that you do this. Your income is going to increase, with the better product and service you provide. And so you're pretty much not limited on how much you can make. You're only limited by what you do, and how good a service you provide or how good a product you provide, okay? And it's the same in an online business, let's say unlimited income organization. You can pretty much make an unlimited amount of income through our affiliate program. You're only limited by what you do. If you decide that you only want to make $300 or $400 a month, use that to pay some bills or save for retirement, that's fine. You can do that. You can just work an hour or two a day, make an extra $500 a month easy. If you want to make up to $5,000 a month or $9,000 a month, you can do that with your own business online. You are not limited. Once again, it all depends on how hard you work and how bad you want it. So with a job or being employed, you're pretty much limited on what you can make. You're told you're worth this, that's it. You might get lucky to get a pay raise. With a brick and mortar type business or your own online business, your income is unlimited. It's going to be based on how hard you work, how good a product and service you provide, and how badly you want it. So that's one of the benefits of running your own business is you decide how much you're worth, and the harder to work, the more money you're going to make. Okay, you're not set on a certain income. You're going to make $10 an hour for the next year. Okay, the harder your work, you can increase your income weekly, monthly, and yearly running your own business. So you're not limited in any way. So these are just a few of the benefits in comparison, starting your own home-based business online compared to being employed by someone or running your own brick and mortar type business. The benefits are you can work when you want, whenever you want. You have no one telling you got to be in here at 9 o'clock and you can't leave at 6. Okay. You have the benefit of being able to work whenever you want, how long you want. Your income is not limited when you're running your own business. It's only limited by how hard you work and how badly you want it. Okay. You can make $500 a month up to $9,000 or more a month. I know people who are making $200-300 a month from their online business. I know people who are making $10,000 a month from their online business. It's just how badly they want it and how hard they want to work for it. And most of these people are only working at max 3 to 4 hours a day with their own online business. So, you know, they're making triple, quadruple what they could be making out in the workforce and working half the time. So that's one of the big benefits of starting your own online business. Now, our next video is going to go over the proper mindset that you have to be in to start your own business online. A lot of people jump into a business online, they don't fully understand what's involved in it. And I'm going to go over and discuss the proper mindset of what it takes to build a business online. So I will see you in a few weeks with our next video in our online business 101 class.